Welcome everybody to another episode of Latif's Inspired. Yes, I'm at the restaurant and making some fantastic British Indian restaurant dishes for you guys to try at home. Last video I did the Carolan dish, and I'll tell you what, I didn't cook that dish for a long time. I do these special menus which is going to come back onto the restaurant soon, just to get my creativity going and getting some inspiration since I'm back to cook you some wonderful dishes rather than just the popular classic dishes that you get up and down the countries, the Madras, Jalfrezis, Boonas. So I did a Carolan dish with the coconut cream. Oh my God, I can still taste it in my mouth. That flavor of the coconut, those green chilies, it just came out. It was absolutely gorgeous, I promise. Now today I'm going to be cooking a paneer dish. Some people when they're cooking paneer they get a bit scared. I'm going to show you the exact tips and techniques that when you eat it you're going to be overwhelmed. Now let me show you. You can get a block of paneer, which is cheese from Asian supermarkets. These days you can go to Asda, Tesco's, any of these branded supermarkets and get a block of cheese, and that feeds about one person. So this is 200 grams and it costs about a couple of quid. Now it's the best protein for vegetarians to have. Now I'm going to be making a paneer de piazza, and I'm going to be showing you all the tips and tricks to make it beautiful, gorgeous, flavorful, all the correct textures, and most definitely all the flavors. So now if you enjoy what I do, make sure to press the like button. Really appreciate the support that I get from you guys, and let's crack on to make these amazing dishes. And if you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button, because you're missing out on your life. You need to get some curries down here, proper Indian restaurant curries. Now let's crack on with this dish. Beautiful. Firstly, let's just get the vegetables ready. So I'm going to use about just less than half a green pepper. Same again with the red pepper. Green, I like the flavor. The red pepper is a bit more sweeter, but it looks very nice. Just cube it up. Simple, just like that. Same with the onions. There you go. Chilies are optional, but I love the flavor of chilies. So it's because it's for me, I'm going to make it nice and spicy. Chilies. I'm going to need a tomato. Beautiful. There you go. Now for the cheese. Block of cheese. Now we'll have some big pieces, so nice chunky pieces. Fantastic. Lovely bite-sized chunky pieces. Now we're going to need to marinate the paneer. So this will bring out the flavor. Now if you just add the paneer just like this into the curry, it will be actually sort of elasticy, leathery sort of texture and flavor. You're not going to get it right. You're going to need to go through this process in order to get the flavors. So firstly I'm going to hit it with some oil. So about a couple of tablespoons of just cooking oil. I'm going to need some salt, about half a teaspoon of salt. I like it a bit spicy, so about half a teaspoon of chili powder. And for some color and flavor, about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. So there you go, that's all you need, and give that a nice little mix. Voila. So basically the oil helps all these marinade just stick together. The salt, the turmeric and the chili powder. Smells very nice. You don't need anything else. This is just going to add some flavor, and we're just going to fry it, which I'm going to show you. So that's all the spices. Ideally leave it for about 30 minutes, but I'm in a hurry to cook and show you guys. So I haven't done one earlier. I'm going to do it straight away. I'm going to cook for you guys. So this is it. Amazing paneer. Now let's actually start putting the recipe together. Bismillah. Now to fry the paneer, we're going to need about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. So when the oil has heated up, let's add these amazing paneer. Bismillah. So while the paneer is cooking, make sure you get the base gravy ready. Beautiful. We just want it to be just sealed. Now these panniers are ready. I always save this oil for a bit of flavour. Now I cook a tomato puree on my channel, please have a look. This brings out the flavours in the curry. So this cooking oil, I'm going to put it into the tomato puree for that flavour. It's like imagine having a tarka. Beautiful. This tomato puree is going to have all that flavour. Fantastico. So for the extra curry, a couple of tablespoons of ghee. Got a medium heat on. I like a lot of ginger and garlic, so that's about 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic. We're going to need some salt. So about salt to taste, I'm using about just less than half a teaspoon of salt there. Wonderful. Now to this I'm adding the cubed of onions and peppers. Also I'm going to be adding the amazing green chilies. Oh, that fragrance of that ginger and garlic. Wonderful aroma. Just reduce the gas to a low and just let some of these peppers just soften up slightly. I like my peppers to have a nice little bite to it. So I don't want it to be too soft, sort of al dente style, with a little bit of crisp and a slight little crunch. It's very flavorful. There you go, the ginger and garlic is all nice and golden. Now, just add a bit of kasuri methi for flavor, so about a teaspoon of kasuri methi. I'm adding my mixed powder, but if you're making a mixed powder at home, just add what I normally add, which is about 1 teaspoon of coriander, 2 teaspoons of coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and 2 teaspoons of curry powder, about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and just 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. Mix it all up and add about 2.5 teaspoons of mixed powder, which I've just done now. Tomato puree, about 1 good tablespoon. Fantastic. The paneer goes in. Wedges of tomato. Fantastic. The gas is on a low, so everything's spooning up lovely. And now I'm getting the base gravy ready. So now 1 ladle of base gravy. Crank up the heat to a high. And let all this flavors and wonderful ingredients come together. Put a lid on. Come back shortly. Let's have a look. Wow. Like the sound of curry simmering away. Beautiful. Just finishing it off on a low gas. Look at that. The onions are coming, softening up, changing in a bit of a colour. So it's going to be al dente, slightly little crisp and a little body to it, more flavour. Oh, look at that. Some of the paneer is slightly a bit more cooked than how I would have wanted it. The oil was too hot, but it's perfectly fine. Look at that. As soon as it hits custard consistency, that's when it's ready, guys. This looks wonderful and I can't wait to taste. And I'm going to just dish up now. Dish is ready. Turn the gas off. Beautiful. It's enough for 2 actually, with all those vegetables. Coriander, Kashmiri chili for decoration. Voila, look at that, beautiful. How to cook paneer. This dish is the paneer de piazza. Lovely, crispy, crunchy peppers, onions, tomatoes, all these wonderful spices to come together. Now, if you like what I do, make sure to like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and all the hard work is worthwhile. So I hope you're enjoying this amazing British Indian restaurant style dishes. My mouth is watering, really hungry, lunchtime now. Need to gobble this up and tell you how it tastes. Beautiful, look at that. So all you amazing home chefs, I'm just admiring this. This looks and smells divine. Now it's proper hot, steaming away. I'm going to show you this paneer. Wonderful looking cheese. Curry's still steaming away. This is gorgeous. Oh, love the fragrance of aromatic spices, garnished with coriander. Now this looks like the texture's right in the paneer, and let's have a taste. Bismillah. That milky flavored cheese. It's not like your cheddar or those smelling cheeses. It's very mild in flavor, sort of like cottage cheese, but into cubes. So it's very flavorful. I love these peppers. Now it should have a nice little crunch, and that sort of sweet. That's the green one is a sort of that peppery sort of flavor, but not hot spices, obviously. Perfect. Red pepper. This is what do pyaz is about. The most important, the onions. You're going to be happy with this recipe, this flavor. You're really going to enjoy it at home. If you like what I do, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and see you soon for the next one. I hope you're enjoying these recipes. I hope you're enjoying the series. Anything that you want me to cook, put it in the comment section, and I'll be happy to make these videos for you guys, because I'm enjoying it now. Look at that. Beautiful.